So, funny story, patron Sparrow1115 asked me if I could do an old versus new on Sideways from Revenge of the Fallen, and I told him I don't have the old one and the new one's not out yet. So, I mean, I'll do that video for you. I'll do it for you. I don't have the actual Sideways figure, but I do have the Dino mold. I might compare it with that. I will at least talk about that new upcoming Studio Series Sideways, because I am going to get it. But I asked him, hey, in the meantime, do you want to look at the other Sideways that is really cool? And he said sure. So, thanks to Sparrow1115, I have the absolute pleasure to make a review of Transformers Cybertron Sideways. I don't know if you know, but I love Transformers Cybertron. It is actually what got me into the franchise. Cybertron was my introduction, and I absolutely love it. I collect the toys, and one of my absolute favorites from the entire range is Sideways. This Sideways figure is absolutely awesome. It's by far not only one of the best figures in the entire line, but it's actually one of the best deluxes, period. Like, I would actually put this pretty up there when it comes to all of the deluxe classes that have ever been made. This mold is amazing. Now, I always have had a question about Sideways. I've never really understood his head. So, I love his head. It looks cool. But is it like a big red visor? Or is it like a jackal mouth? And those little nubs up there are like his weird jackal eyes. It's not a mouth because it doesn't move. So it's like a visor, but also his head. He's got those two little nubs up there that almost look like eyes. So it's like, is it a big red visor? Or is it like a big red grin visor thing? I don't know. I kind of can't unsee the grin, but I also can see the red visor. Either way, I think it looks really cool. No matter which way you look at it, I think it's really awesome. So one cool thing about Sideways as a character, not only in Cybertron, but also in Armada, even though the Armada one's kind of different, was that he was like a spy. So he actually wasn't really aligned with either the Autobots or the Decepticons. I mean, if he had to pick one, he'd probably pick Decepticon. But he's actually from Planet X, and he kind of plays both sides. So I have a whole bag of Cyberplanet keys. I don't remember which one he came with, so I'm just going to use this one. So he has this arm shield thing, and you can see it's an Autobot logo right now, but if we push down with the Cyberplanet key, it's Decepticon, and gets a little more aggressive. So you can see it's got these, almost looks like whiskers. If you do take the key out, it will look aggressive, but with the Autobot logo, and unfortunately there is no way to have the Decepticon logo always showing without these. That's just always what you gotta have. But yeah, I think that's a really cool looking weapon. I think that just is really nice. I think it's cool, but that's not his only weapon actually. So he actually is one of those figures that does use elements of the alternate mode as weapons, but awesomely you can transform him without taking these off. But you can take them off for the weapons. So you take off these blades, and what I like to do, I like to take these and combine them up and down, and you basically give him this cool, like, Thanos-looking double sword. I think that's really sweet. Thins out his legs a little bit, and gives him this really cool sword weapon, and I love the detail, too. All the metallic paints, it just looks really awesome. Yeah, I can't complain about that. He doesn't have a lot of kibble either. He does have some stuff sticking off his back. He does have these things, but then again, they do kind of add to the look. And I love all the metallic paints that Cybertron used. I love like the metallic-y silver, and I love the orange too. I think the orange is a really cool color. Man, this is just an awesome figure. When I think of Sideways, I think of this Sideways. It's my favorite personally. But I am actually very excited for the Studio Series coming out. I don't have an ROTF Sideways in my collection, so I am pretty excited for that. But this is just so cool. Let's go over that articulation. He has like a swivel at the head, I'd pretty much say, but he does have a panel that it sits on, so you do get a little bit of up and down. He has these transformation hinges that kind of make the shoulders a little wibbly, but it's not too big of a deal. You have universal at the shoulders. You got bicep, you got a really tight elbow, you got swivels at the hands, which is nice. Man, Cybertron stuff was pretty posable. Nothing at the waist, unfortunately, though. Ball joints at the hips, swivels at the thigh. Really nice bend at the knee there for pretty much transformation. And the foot can move up and down. So yeah, this is a really cool one. I say that even though I have not transformed him in probably a couple years. This whole cockpit opens up, so you can put the head inside it. One thing I really like too is how it has like a little bit of chrome right there. It's wearing off a little bit because I mean this thing's how many years old? Like 17. It's almost old enough to drive. Or it's old enough to drive. It's almost old enough to vote. So let's get that. I think you actually have to flip the head upside down too. Yeah, there we go. So the head hides in there, and the horns of it actually add a little bit of front detail to the alternate mode. So then, the arms, I'm pretty sure, are going to flip in. I don't remember what the arms do. I'm pretty sure the arms flip in, right? I'm pretty sure they kind of fill this gap. I'm pretty sure. I say with no certainty whatsoever. Because see, this component here does fill the gap up in there. Yeah, there we go. We're figuring it out. So yeah, then that's kind of filling out the top of the alternate mode. And that looks really cool, by the way. And then I do believe this will go back down. You split the thigh, I say the thigh, you split the hips here, and those will hinge. And then the wings kind of do their own wingy thingy. Fold in the feet. I think maybe you rotate the thigh. Yeah, I think you rotate the thigh. Yeah, there we go. So you rotate that thigh, and you get this hinged over the leg. I got it. I still got it. We got it, guys. There we go. There we go. Do it to the other side. One nice thing about older Transformers, there's not a lot of weird panel-y things. Well, someone's setting off fireworks. I'm sorry if you hear that. But there's little panel-y things, or there's not little panel-y things on older figures. So there's a lot less like little tiny fiddly parts, and you just do it like this. And say hello to one of the coolest, most hellish alternate modes in all of Transformers. Sideways' jet mode is just so badass. Look at that. And one cool thing too is that this piece you can still raise up, so you can actually still have it do its attack. I mean, look at that. Come on. Come on. That's sweet. I love that so much. This is such a cool figure. By far one of my favorite Cybertron figures, without a doubt. It looks amazing. It feels amazing. The quality is great. Come on, man. Look at this. You need a Sideways in your collection. In Japan, he was called Noise Maze. Very odd name, but yeah, his name was Noise Maze. Maybe because he's actually kind of Soundwave's brother in a way. I mean, they're both from Planet X, so maybe they're like Soundwave, Noise Maze. You know, that kind of matches in an odd way. But yeah, Sideways, super cool. I love Soundwave, right? He's one of my favorite characters, but this is a lot better of a toy than the Soundwave is. This is just so nice. I believe this also saw repaints as Scourge in the Sweeps, and it also might have seen a, could have been a Rat Bat. I don't know. Maybe it was used as like a Rat Bat or somebody. I feel like it was used for someone else other than Scourge in the Sweeps. Either way, amazing mold. Absolutely love it. Get your hands on this. It is one of the coolest, one of the absolute coolest figures in the entire Cybertron range. And Sparrow 1115, I hope you enjoyed taking a look at a different kind of Sideways for now. I will definitely talk about the Revenge of the Fallen Studio Series coming up, because that's pretty exciting. It's nice to see some new Bayverse Studio Series coming out. I'm personally really excited for Galvatron. I'm a huge Galvatron fan, and I actually really like the Age of Extinction Galvatron too, so that old versus new will be very interesting. Alrighty guys, there we go. Thank you so much for taking a look at me taking a look at me. No, you're not looking at me. Don't look at me. Taking a look with me at Transformers Cybertron Sideways. Amazing figure. Absolutely stellar. Alrighty guys, there we go. Special shout out to the patrons of Patreon, such as Sparrow1115, who requested this video. If you guys want to request a video, consider becoming a clone commander on my Patreon. That'd be awesome. You know, you don't have to, but, you know, you get videos. You know, that happens. Alrighty, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great one, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.